This is the only advanced market structure video to help you understand how markets move in order to catch your trades. As a trader, there's only 3 things you need to do. First of all, you need to identify the direction of the market, know where to enter and where to exit. So those are the things you need to know. And for you to know where to pick your trades, you need to know the structure of the market. So today I'm going to break down everything you need to know about market structure so that anytime you are trading, you know how to analyze the market. Now, you can see GBP USD is in an uptrend here, pushing to the upside. Why am I saying that? Price is creating higher highs and higher lows. If you don't know anything, don't worry. I will come to how to identify structure and then you know how to go by this approach. And here too, we have price dropping to the downside. You can see price was pushing down, creating lower highs, lower lows. Now pushing to the upside. How will you know that price is either dropping or rising? Okay. Now look at how price behaved when it got here. We're having a downtrend. Let me change this color to white. We're having a downtrend until price got here, pushed to the upside and then pushed to the downside, now pushing up. Okay, so let me show you how to identify higher highs and higher lows in the market and also a break of structure. So that anytime you know that if there's a break of structure, then that means price is probably likely to push to a key level. That's what I'm talking about. You see this area here, there was a push up, price push up, break this high here, break of structure here. And if break of structure happen, price is likely to pull back to either a demand zone and look for your entry around there, take your trade to the upside. The same thing happened here. But before then, you need to understand structure before you can apply this principle. Now let me go on and show you how to identify structure of the market. So this is the overall flow of the market. And I'm going to use this one to show you, then we'll go to the live example. If price push from down here to the top, this area here is what we call higher high, okay? So higher high, we have a higher low, okay? And anything happening inside those things is called internal structure, all right? The moment price push up like this, break this high here, that is price push up from here, push up, break this previous high here, it creates another higher high, you can see. And if you push down, it becomes a higher low. Anything happening inside here is an internal structure. This thing that you are seeing, this push that you are seeing, in the big picture, you're going to see that it's just a strong push down. But when it scales down to the smaller picture, you are going to see that it is behaving something like this in the smaller picture, okay? So it do happens. So if you see a big push like this or to the upside, anytime you go down to the smaller time frame, it is going to be a small candle push up, okay? So you have a higher high created here, a push down created a higher low here. Anything happening here is what we call internal structure, okay? Now price push up, break this previous high here, okay? So this area here become break of structure. Break of structure. If something like this happen, become break of structure. Price break this high here, become break of structure. Okay, break of structure. Price push up, break this high here, become another break of structure. Okay, so break of structure 1, break of structure 2, break of structure 3. All right, and if break of structure happens, then you need to draw your demand zone like this, expecting price to come to the demand zone, and you pick your trade from there. You can see the same area here when break of structure happen. You can see when price push up from here, price was here. Let me show you. Price was here. When it push up break structure, it push down, tap into the demand zone here, push. So if there's another break of structure, price needs to come down into that zone, change character around that place, and look for your trade. Sometimes price will come to the zone, act like this, and then take your trade from there to the upside, okay? If price is moving, this is how to identify your break of structure or the trend of the market. The same way, if you're having a downtrend like this, when price is creating lower highs and lower lows like this, okay, this top here is what we call lower high. We have a lower low, we have a lower high. And if price push down, break this previous low, that is a break of structure, okay? Break of structure. We have area here to be a lower low. This area here is a lower high. We have another here to be a lower high, okay? And this is the lower low, right? Anything happening inside this one is an internal structure, okay? And if this low is breaking, that means we are expecting price to push all the way to the supply zone around this place, just like the same thing happening here. Look for your trade around there and sell to the downside, guys. So this is how to go by identifying market structure and trading in the direction of the trend. And let's go to the live example and let's see how you can apply this principle. So guys, let's start from here, this bearish move on GBP USD, and from the graph that I just showed you, we have this place to be a lower high. So we have a lower high here, this area to be a lower high, this area here is a lower high, we have a lower high here, we have a lower high here, and we have a lower high here. Okay, this area here becomes a lower low, this area here is a lower low. This area here is a lower low, and this area here is a lower low. Okay, and I told you that anytime price push down, break previous low like this, it is likely to come to either the supply zone, somewhere around that place, react to the supply zone like this, and then drop. If it doesn't do that and it breaks the supply zone like this, that means it's gonna come, retest, and push to the upside. You can see this area here, price push down, break the low. The same thing happened here. Price push down from here to the downside, break this previous low like this, and what happened in this case, price came back to the supply zone, which is there. You can see the supply zone, which is there. We trace back into that supply zone, price retraced back into the supply zone, reacted to the zone, dropped to the downside. Okay, so this is how to identify the structure of the market. That's what we call market structure, to know how to trade or the direction to trade to. You can see this area too. We have this area here to be a higher low, this area here to be a higher low, and we have this area here to be a higher low. You can see this area here to be a higher low, this area here to be a higher low, and the top here too to be a higher high. Okay, so this area here too is the higher high, this area here is the higher high, this area here is the higher high. Okay, so this video is all about identifying the structure of the market. The next video that we're going to drop, I'll show you guys how to take trades anytime price creates a higher high and a pushback to create a higher low. How do you take a trade if price happens like this? Okay, all I want you to do is just subscribe to the channel so that anytime we drop the video. So this is how to spot the market structure and know how to trade it. That is the direction to trade the market. You need to break everything down. Okay, you can see this area here too. There was a push, price push from here to the upside, break this high here. That is a break of structure that I showed you earlier on. And if break of structure happen, price will push to the demand zone, which was created at that place. In this case, price push all the way to that demand zone, which is here. You can see this is the demand zone, and push to the upside. Another break of structure happened also around this place. You can see price push up, break structure here, create another higher high. This is the break of structure. You can see BOS around this place, and you can see this area here becomes the next demand zone. So what does price do? What the price do? Price will trace down to the zone, give us confirmation inside that demand zone, and push to the upside, guys. So this is how to read market structure and trade in the direction of the trend. Subscribe to the channel. The next video I'll show you guys how to scale down to the smaller time frame and pick your entries. Catch you guys same time. Subscribe to the channel and comment if you have any question. Like the video as well.